I'd like to take you on a journey through my e-portfolio. First, I introduced myself and included a picture. Here I am. I also said a few things about myself and the things I enjoy. On to Unit 1. In Unit 1, I did the type focused evaluation and actually found it to be surprisingly accurate. To include a digital tool, I added a cartoon of myself as a skateboarder, which I am, pondering my type focus options for the future. I hope you'll look at it. On to Unit 2. In Unit 2, I worked on my resume and cover letter and did a video of a mock job interview with my tutor. I put the whole thing in a PowerPoint format and included my mom, my sister, and my dad in the presentation. My tutor and I did a mock interview and the video is included. We both felt a bit awkward, but I think it went well. Since then, I've gone a job at the new Law Boss store, so I guess it worked. On to Unit 3. I researched how to plan and pay for a trip to Coachella. This was pretty cool as I learned about how to plan for a real trip. Our family has traveled a lot, but I've never planned a trip on my own. We put the information into a Prezi format, which I think looks very cool. I also learned about travel insurance, which, given that I'm a bit accident prone, could save me a lot of money. This is a trip I can see myself making, but it's very expensive. I didn't know that exchange could add so much to the cost. Also in Unit 3, I paid a visit to the Capilano University in North Vancouver. I've included screenshots of myself on location as well as written up a summary of the visit, which my impressions of the place. The video recording of a friend we met there didn't work out, so that's why I didn't include it, because the sound didn't record. On to Unit 4. In Unit 4, I researched the fad diets and decided to make a cartoon on Toondo about the grapefruit diet. It was fun to create the cartoon and I think it turned out well. Plus, I learned that most fad diets don't have lasting results. As requested, I added information about the subtlety of this diet for teenagers and how it compares to the Canada Food Guide, as well as cited the sources I used. So I hope you'll give that a look. I also had to talk about an exercise program and chose strength training. I videotaped myself doing a workout at home and included a description and history of that type of training. For the final submission, I had to include my plan for the courses I will take to finish high school. I'm currently doing the ACEP program, where I do a part school and part on-the-job training, and I have to decide soon if I will continue that next year. The work part includes working with my dad's company as a stonemason and landscaper. Digital tools I use throughout my blog include PowerPoint of the Getting a Job section, videotaping of both my work, mock interview, and my workout routine, Prezi of my plan for a trip to Coachella, numbers, an Apple spreadsheet for my trip budget, Toondo of my research of the grapefruit diet and type focus thought, screenshots for both the Coachella trip and the type focus exam, photos of myself at Capilano University, Chem Studio to go back and review my e-portfolio postings with a voiceover. My favorite project was the Coachella planning. I really liked learning how to plan a trip on my own. There are a lot of details involved that I would never have thought of. I think it will do a lot of I'll do a lot of traveling in my life, so this is good information. I also enjoyed doing the mock interview. It was good practice for the real thing. Things I hope you will give a second look. I made changes to the organization of the e-portfolio so that it is broken down properly into the units instead of all of it being on the home page. So I hope you'll look at that again. I added a digital tool in the form of a cartoon in Unit 1 as requested. As well, I made changes to the Unit 4 to add more information about the grapefruit diet, so I hope you'll have another look. What I learned from this course. I learned a lot about future planning, like planning for graduation, how to apply for a job, and how to access information about college and university. As mentioned, I learned about how to plan and budget for a trip, which was my favorite part as I can see myself as a frequent traveler. My tutor and I had some good discussions about money and budgeting, and I feel like I'm on the right track for someone my age in that area. It was interesting to learn about the weird fad diets out there, although I am not sure why anyone would go on one. Finally, although I'm not a tech wizard, I did learn a lot about using different digital tools. I hope you enjoyed my e-portfolio. Signing off, Finn Rainsley Ray.